What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. As that being said, I don't normally post randomly, but big exciting news is that I got this wonderful brand new inflatable I got for this year. This year is the brand new for this year, which I got this off from Amazon for $412 plus tax. This is the 5-foot Airblown. This is actually a 6.5 feet wide Airblown Mickey and Pluto on airplane. So I just found out from Amazon. It says it was 5 feet wide, but it's actually not. So Amazon was actually wrong. So apparently it is once again 6.5 feet wide, believe it or not, and that is something you also might want to see. So excuse me. So if we take a look on the sides, you can definitely see the sides are something. Now if you notice on the back, which we can show you the back. Here's the back, and this is actually made in this year. So this is something that was actually made in, and the back has something that it does light up. So it is actually a wonderful Airblown inflatable. So believe it or not, this is something I wanted so badly, which is another animated version, like sort of like a plane or whatever, like transportation. I also wanted, which is my dream inflatable, is a helicopter, which that is something I really want. And I was actually happy to get something like, I was actually gonna get a second one, which is actually another one that I really want as well, which is Snoopy and Airplane, the mini one, which not the littlest one that we have here, but more of like the more likely the Snoopy and Airplane that's almost twice as big as this. So, excuse me. Without further ado, now before so, here is the top. This is the top of the box. So, believe it or not, that is something we also wanted to see. So, anyways, without further ado, I'm going to pause the video and get this thing fully unboxed. Now, before we get into that, we have is the instructions manual. And then you have is the stakes and tether loops. Which this plastic seems like it's actually like clear plastic, if y'all don't know about this one. And this apparently is just newer since the year. Last time when I got a few inflatables, it had like clear plastics over the 6R. But now they're adding the white bags with stakes in them. Say they were the white bag that I just pulled it out from the box. That's why I've been pulled out. So there you have it. Alright, so here it is fully unboxed. Now the base fan I want to show you, which I can't just seem to see the inner side because of this hanging. Now if you notice the base fan that's inside of it, you actually see here's the base fan with no cover. But this seems to me it's a smaller base fan, like I used to have with my 4.5 feet dogs and 4.5 feet minion and mailbox, which is no longer with us anymore, which is no longer with me anymore. That has been sold off to I believe was Goodwill. So that's in its new place, and that is something we have there. So yeah, this is actually pretty big. So then again, my room is actually pretty small now as it's filled with stuff in it. So I'm gonna put this back, and we can show you how this thing looks. So yeah, so I had this thing all spread out. Once again, I can show you where the animation mechanism is. This is the animation mechanism that turns the plane and all that. So believe it or not, this is something I would definitely use to like get this thing fully inflated. So that this thing is fully inflated, so you can see the animation actually turns, and that's what it has there, believe it or not. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get it inflated. It's a little big for this thing. Alright. Apologies if this is in the way and this is in the way, as far as I know. So, give me 1 second while I take care of this at the moment. There we go. Well, much better. So, apologies if this bed is in the way and all of this. See, there's the fin on the... Holy shit. So, I'll have to do it upstairs later. Alright, so here it is fully inflated. You can actually see it's really nice, and it's actually really awesome. I like this thing a lot. There's Pluto, which is his nose is stuck in, so I'm gonna get the nose to stick out. Which, I'm sure I can get out eventually. I hope this works. Okay, well, if it doesn't come out, then yeah, there you go. Apologies if that nose is stuck in. So here it is, fully inflated. It is wonderful. I love this thing. It's got an amazing features on this. Believe it or not, this one's actually really nice, inflatable. It's got a fan on the back. You actually got 4 snowflakes. So you got one there and another there. There's one there and then there's one there. So you got a nice font where it says Merry Christmas, which is really nice. And then the excuse me. Sorry. You got the propellers on the front, which we can show you how that does. So it's spinning well nicely, which is spinning slow. You notice that. So first of all, you stop there. You see, this is the hole. See, if you notice, there's a hole that makes the propeller spin. That's how it'll actually work. Apologies if a clock was going off. We can skip on that. Okay, once again, apologies for one of my clocks are going off, and apologies for the dogs barking in the background. Anyway, so once again, you got the propellers. If you notice, there are holes in these propellers that do automatically spin. And yes, you can definitely see there's the animation mechanism that's actually making it spin. And if we go to the front on me, you can see it's actually spinning well nice, which I'm actually really impressed about this. So I was actually happy. You also got the wheels down here. Now if we go walk back over here, you see these are the wheels down here. Now this down here, like if you notice right here, that's probably the base. That's like the base band, and there's a zipper over here. Notice there's a zipper over here. That's wire underneath. That's right into the base band. But you can definitely tell that's something right there. So, excuse me. It's a really nice inflatable design. I'm gonna have to inflate. I'm gonna take them out to the other room where it's like much bigger. But yeah, it's a really nice several inflatable. I like this inflatable a lot. It's got, which you see, this has, which I believe there's 6 C7s. Which you got one in Mickey, you got one in the front of where the propellers do spin. Then you also got the 3. You also got one in Pluto. And then you also got the 3 in the whole plane. So it's really nice. And then I like this thing a lot. It's really amazing. So I'm actually really speechless because I haven't got anything other animations like pop-ups or anything other than these propellers that do spin. So which I'm actually really excited to see. So yeah, there you have it. Mickey looks really nice. Now, it does inflate very well tight. Inflates very well tight, which is really excellent. And Mickey inflates very well, pretty weak, does inflate well. His hand inflates tight. The wings inflate well. Pluto inflates well. And his hand is actually weak, but it does inflate well nicely. So this is really awesome. I love this thing. Now before you got tether loops over here. And then you also got one, which I think it's actually, I can feel one. There's not one. Oh yeah, there's one in the back. There's one right in the back. See, there's a little black thing that comes out. Yeah, that's the back tether. Over you have to stick it down. And then I think there's another tether on there's a thing on the other side. There's one on the other side. So that's where you'll see. But yes, you can actually tell the difference between this and something more like this. Believe it or not, this is something I wanted so badly. And the animation is excellent, which that is something you could put on the roof. But I would not put it on the roof if I was me. I would just place it on the ground. So, but yeah. Anyways, I thank you all again for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.